All right, guys, you see the title of today's video. It is that time. Some woman, some lady out there has agreed to allow you to take them on a date. Whether this is a first date, this is a lady that you've been seeing for a while, or in my case, it's a woman that you've been married to for a while. You're going out on a date. Now, in my humble opinion, I have 10 fragrances that are 10 of the best date night fragrances of all time. What's going on, guys? It's your guy. I'm your boy, your man, the BowTie fragrance guy. I talk about fragrances on this channel, of course, but I give you a little bit of style, fashion, grooming, that kind of stuff. I want to make sure that you guys are looking great and smelling great. So if you're into that, make sure you hit subscribe. Don't forget to enable notifications by hitting that bell icon as well, so that way, when I upload a new video, you get notified. Now, I will tell you this is probably going to be part 1 because I really think there has to be a part 2 to this because there are 10 others that I think need to be on this list, but I'm going to start with these 10. Now, I will tell you up front, I have something on here for everybody. I have some niche and I have a few designers on the list as well. So if you want to see what I have on the list, you know the routine. Keep it locked right here. Let's get it. It's go time. It's show time. It's go time. Told y'all rhyme.
The BowTie Fragrance Guy.
All right, guys, we're back. Thank you so much for keeping it locked in. Let's jump right into this video. I have said before, and I will say again and reiterate at this time, this is one of the best date night fragrances of all time. And that has not changed in my mind. This is from the brand of Dolce Gabbana. This is the One Eau de Parfum. The One Eau de Parfum. And what you're going to get with this beautiful fragrance is cardamom, orange blossom, amber, and tobacco. That's some of the main notes in this fragrance. And this has long since been one of my favorite designer fragrances, just, as a fragrance itself. But when you talk about these genre of date night fragrances, doesn't get much sexier than this. If you have not tried it, at this point, I don't know what that reason would be. You need to get your nose on it, especially if you like those fragrances that are very intimate and, in my opinion, perfect for a close encounter or date night type scenario. Guys, get your nose on this stuff. Some people have had negative commentary about this fragrance just because it's not the best performer. But again, a date night, you last 3 or 4 hours. You'll get that from this fragrance. Very intimate, sexy, and alluring. Add it to the collection, man. If you don't have it from the brand of Dolce & Gabbana, this is the one. The one you need to get. Eau de Parfum from Dolce & Gabbana. All right, this next fragrance is a fragrance that's a little bit of a newer addition to the collection, but guys, it has moved swiftly up, the ladder when you talk about amazing date night fragrances. I cannot wait for so many of you guys, to get your nose on this fragrance because it is fantastic. It's from the brand of Herrera, and this is called Sandal Ruby. Sandal Ruby. What you get here is cinnamon, tuberose, sandalwood, and patchouli. Absolutely stunning. I really don't have words to tell you how good this is, how sexy this is. The tuberose lends just the right amount of a floral nuance to this fragrance without overdoing it. But that tuberose, I'm going to tell you guys, is going to draw her in, and that's what you want when you're going out on a date. Women like things they can relate to. They love flowers, right? So rose, tuberose, jasmine, they love that kind of stuff in fragrances. Tuberose can be a little bit polarizing for guys, but it's not overdone in this fragrance because it is masked by the sandalwood, primarily the patchouli and the cinnamon, which is why I list those as the primary notes. This is an amazing concoction. All the fragrances I have in my collection, I haven't smelled anything like this before. It is absolutely phenomenal, guys. Get your nose on this stuff. Get your nose on it. I promise you. Do yourself a favor. Set up a date. Get yourself a sample of this. Thank me later. From the brand of Carolina Herrera, Sandal. All right, guys, this next fragrance is one of my secret weapons, although I've talked about it before. If you haven't done yourself a favor and checked this out yet, at this point it's on you, but I'll mention it again. I cannot tell you how good this is on a date night close encounter situation. It is from the brand of by Kilian. This is Playing with the Devil. Playing with the Devil, and what you get here is peach, lychee, vanilla, sandalwood, tonka bean, and patchouli. Just try it. Try it. You will not be disappointed. This is one of the sexiest fragrances on the planet. One of the sexiest fragrances on the planet. Again, notes that you don't typically see or that aren't overused, especially that peach, especially in fragrances that men can wear. Just a phenomenal fragrance. There's a slight booziness here as well. It's a little bit floral, but not overly floral. And I'm telling you guys, the sandalwood patchouli dry down on this is to die for. Do yourself a favor and check this fragrance out. It is from the brand of by Kilian. Get your nose on Playing with the Devil. This next fragrance is a staple in my collection. And of course, one of the best date night fragrances on the planet, as the name of the list indicates. This stuff is just, this Oud Satin Mood from MFK. Oud Satin Mood. What you get here is cardamom. Of course, you get rose, vanilla, violet, benzoin. Guys, this is so good, man. Rose oud done to perfection. The violet, of course, gives it a little bit of a powdery nuance here. Not overly powdery. Again, this is just blended to perfection. So nothing is overdone. It's just a perfect blend. And I think that's ultimately what I'm getting at here. And it's just one that is so sensual, so sexy, and so seductive. And that is exactly what you want on a date. That's exactly what you want to come across. That's what you want to project. And this is going to help you get the job done. So check it out. This is from the brand of Maison Francis Kurkdjian, Oud Satin Mood. All right, guys, another staple in my collection when I talk about date night fragrances. Say it with me. Oud Wood is oud good. Yep, from the brand of Tom Ford. This is Oud Wood. What a phenomenal fragrance this is. Cardamom, oud, Szechuan pepper, and vanilla. Spicy, slightly woody, slightly sweet. Again, just the perfect combination. And again, I always tell this story about when I wore this one of the first times I went out for my wife's birthday on a date. She loved this stuff on me. It's been one of my favorites ever since. Oh, man. I wish I could find that clip. Young Jeezy, I think, wore this fragrance. He went on the View, I think. He wore this fragrance and went on the View. Mass hysteria. He caused mass hysteria when he went on the View wearing this fragrance. All of the ladies on the stage went crazy about what he was wearing. He was wearing this from Tom Ford, Oud Wood. Oud Wood is oud good. It is legit when you talk about women loving this fragrance. So check it out. If you don't have it yet, get this in your collection, man. Oud Wood from Tom Ford. Get it, get it, get it. All right, guys, this next fragrance up. This is that grown man sexy right here. This has a little bit of skank in the opening, but my gosh, man, this is so sexy. It is from the brand of Roja Parfums. This is Parfums de la Nuit number 2. Parfums de la Nuit number 2 from Roja Parfums. And what you get with this, guys, is rum, coconut, benzoin, tonka bean. There's a little civet here. That's what gives that little bit of an animalic kind of skanky touch to it, and patchouli. Again, there's no way for me to really describe this other than to say this is like that grown man sexiness. This bottle screams what the intentions are, if you get what I'm saying, this hits your skin, again, it's grown man sexy, kind of on that level with Tobacco Oud from Tom Ford. Like the lady said about that fragrance, it's one that you don't know if you want to, go home with the guy or run away. It's kind of got that kind of, duality going in there, but more than likely, she's gonna want to go home with it. So check it out from the brand of Roja Parfums. This is sexy, manly goodness. This is Parfums de la Nuit #2. All right, guys, we're going with another designer fragrance, one of my favorites of all time. We're going back to the master of seduction himself, Mr. Tom Ford. This is Noir Extreme. Noir Extreme, and what you're gonna get here, guys, is cardamom, coffee, rose, vanilla, and sandalwood as some of the main notes. Boy, this is what sexy fragrances are made of. If I looked in the dictionary and I look up sexy fragrance, this picture should be not far from that definition. That's exactly what it is, man. Just the right amount of sweetness, a right amount of florals, and again, right amount of cream, all that stuff you need, for a perfect date night fragrance. This is it. This embodies it, man. So check it out. Again, this is one of my favorite designer fragrances of all time. It just happens to be great for date nights. It is from the brand of Tom Ford. This is Noir. This next fragrance comes from the brand of Mind Games. That's exactly what's going to happen, guys. Go and play with a mind a little bit, man. This one's called Double Attack. Double Attack. Orange, chocolate, saffron. Those are the main notes. I cannot describe how good that bitter orange and chocolate combination is. It is really next level. I've seen the strawberry chocolate thing done several times, but never the bitter orange and chocolate. But it is absolutely like mouth watering good. That's how good this stuff is, man. Just the perfect date night fragrance. The saffron gives that masculinity to it that you need. It's phenomenal. It is absolutely phenomenal. The times I've worn this, again, this is called Mass Hysteria. So get your nose on it, man. It's from the brand of Mind Games, Double Attack. All right, guys, the next fragrance comes from the brand of Initio Parfums, my favorite from the entire range. This is Blessed Baraka. Blessed Baraka. This is cinnamon, sandalwood, musk, and amber. Sexy, sexy, and more sexy. That's what this fragrance is. It's kind of got that subtle sexiness to it. And what is really, in my opinion, making this fragrance so sexy is that musk on the dry down. It is just the perfect fragrance to wear when you want to get kind of close to somebody and you're going out on a date. Man, this is like if you're going to catch dinner and a movie, put this on, man. Just put it on. If you don't have it, get a sample, add it to your collection, do what you have to do. But you need it on your skin if you're going to be on that close encounter date night type situation. From the brand of Initio Parfums. This is a sexy beast. This is Blessed Baraka. And guys, last but not least on the list today, at least in part 1, I highly recommend you get this. If you don't have it, from the brand of Parfums de Marly, this is Oajan. Oajan, and what you get here, guys, is honey, cinnamon, amber, benzoin, and tonka bean. As I always say, when you think sexy, honey often comes to mind. Perfect fragrance here. Again, it has that kind of nice, spiciness that you get from the cinnamon. Again, it smells like apple pie. But this is a little bit more of a mature version of all those fragrances that kind of fall into that category that I've talked about before. That kind of have that apple pie thing going on. This is the most masculine and kind of sexy. It has that edge to it. And in my humble opinion, that's what you kind of want to portray on a date night type situation. So get your nose on it, man. It comes from the brand of Parfums de Marly. This is a sexy monster right here. This is Oajan. But that is it, guys. That is my time. I hope you enjoyed this video today. I hope you can take the advice of some of these fragrances, use it for, of course, your good. As always, I sincerely appreciate your time and your attention to these videos. I know you don't have to watch, but you do. And I sincerely appreciate that. Now, don't forget to take a few moments to like, comment, and subscribe. Make sure you're sharing these videos out to some other folks that you think could use the information or find it entertaining. Because I'm your guy, Darian. I'm the BowTie Fragrance Guy. I love to look good, and of course, I love to smell. So until next time, keep looking good, keep smelling even better. I'll catch you on the flip side.